Like every time, I'll start.
Hello. There are so many fond memories of Grandpa, but one that comes to mind was when we were in Boy Scouts and we were getting ready for the Pinewood Derby, and we got our little car kits, a little block of wood, little sets of wheels, but then we thought to ourselves, wait, we don't know how to do this, so what are we going to do? And then, oh hey, we know one of the greatest handymen ever, so we went to Ohio and he agreed to help us with it, and the Pinewood, the little car set, it seems so simple, it's just a block of wood and some wheels, but when he started working on it, he didn't treat it like just a simple project. He put all of his heart and effort into it, and he put so much work into it. He taught me, every time I watched him work on the car, I was amazed with how he got into it so much. And designing the car, how every detail was important, and how to make it go faster, how to make it run efficiently, and just everything about that. And we visited him, we finally finished it, and then we put the Pinewood Derbies in the race. And, well, from what I remember that year, Dylan got second place, and I got third place in the little race. And that was the first award that I'd ever gotten for anything up to that point. I'm just so honored that Grandpa was a huge part of that, and he was just a great man, and I continue to learn from him, even in death.
Every time Grandpa came to visit us, he always made something. And there was a time where when my dad first moved into his house, Grandpa came to visit, and he wanted to help build a 3-bunk bed that these guys would all sleep in.
Bad idea.
That was a very bad idea. I felt sorry, I can't remember who got the top bunk. I'm not surprised. So anyway, while he's there making these beds, I got into a fight with Dakota. For what reason?
Typical day.
Yeah, typical day. For what reason, I can't remember. But Grandpa heard us, and he came into the room, and he said, "What are you two fighting about?" And of course, every sibling rivalry, I can't speak. Rivalry. He started it. And he couldn't finish our sentence. He grabbed us by our arms, dragged us inside the room, and I was terrified. I had never seen him angry before. So I was expecting a smack upside the head and saying a 30-minute speech about you should never get into a fight with your brother. But that wasn't the case. He said, "You two are going to help me make these beds." And when I say help, you two are going to be helping each other make it. At this point, I'm looking at Dakota, and I'm like, I'd rather get smacked upside the head. So anyway, eventually we completely forgot about the fight, and we started helping each other make these beds. So the lesson I learned is not to fight with your brother. Well, not to fight with your brother in front of your grandpa, or we're going to be stuck building some other problems.
Yeah, that was fun. The fondest memories I had were always our trips to Ohio. When we were younger, we would always take, and we always brag about a 10-hour car trip. And we go when we were younger, we always did this trip, and we still do it now, even today, or I guess a couple days ago. But when we were younger, it was a little more of a chore for us to get together, regulators mount up. And I always remember on our ways there, it never mattered what time we were going. But we would get going, and I would always tell them we were close. We'd enter Ohio, and it's a couple more hours when we enter Ohio. And I always remember having this feel this moment of excitement when we were getting really close. Because I always looked forward to seeing Uncle Mike and Grandpa, because we always stopped there first. I can't think of a time where we stopped somewhere else. Almost every time we had to stop by and talk to Grandpa and Uncle Mike when we came into town, whether it was for Christmas, whether it was for anything, really, when we came to Ohio. And I remember one moment in particular. I can't remember why, but I was feeling kind of down, and I remember we were on our way, and we were almost there. And I still had that same feeling of excitement, and I was questioning myself, going, I've been in a bad mood for weeks. Why now am I having this random, moment of joy? And when we get there, and as usual, we're greeted by hugs and we're greeted by hugs, and it doesn't matter what time we got there. It'd be incredibly early in the morning, it'd be really late at night. Whatever it was, they'd be up, and it would always astonish me how late they would stay up and wait for us just to say hi and give us a room. And I remember this particular time we came in, and I just remember feeling kind of, I instantly just felt better after getting a hug from Grandpa and Uncle Mike. And when we were sent to it, and then when we got places to sleep, and I just remember going to bed that night, I couldn't be in a bad mood. It reminds me of the joy he brought everyone, the joy he brought myself and my brothers, I'm sure. It was hard to be in a bad mood, and it was hard to, and now I just look back at it, and it's just hard to forget the impact he really had, despite us not being around as much as some of the towners. It's just something I'm glad to have as part of my life.
Yeah, I'm a spitting image of my dad because I'm an emotional wreck, so I'm going to try to keep this short. But we all know Grandpa was a pretty good craftsman, but I really enjoyed cooking with him. Cooking has kind of been a passion of mine, and it's been a passion of his, and it's been a passion of my dad. And that's what I always looked forward to, was getting to cook with him and my Uncle Mike. And I think the reason why we have this passion is because it's not, the cooking itself, but it's who you're cooking for, and cooking for big events. And there's a lot of love that goes into every meal that I'm sure he created. It's also got everyone to shut up for a good 15 minutes. So it's a win-win. But he loved all of us, and he made sure that every one of us had, made us feel special in the moment. Even when I was cooking with him, he wasn't, doing something else. He made sure that he was helping me, teaching me, and I see it in my dad when he cooks. And it's tough. But that's what I want to go for now. I want to be into food management. I want to pass that love to other people and